Welcome YouTube, it is I, the Lord, and today I have a bit of a shopping list as I need to be finishing my District 1 by the end of the day. That is the goal here. I want to fully decorate this upper top area. We have removed a landing pad over here so we have more room to work with actual builds. We should also have some room back there to create some sort of designs, but the problem is I need some resources. Even though the Lord has tons and tons of resources, guys, there are certain things that I don't currently have going on here. We'll add that to the shopping list too. Chromatic metal, go ahead and add that to my list. I will be showing y'all the full shopping list on screen. Now, this is what we're going to be after. Enough dilly-dallying. Let's go ahead and hop in our raw materials. We're gonna meet at a random systems space station. I will see you then. Get to a space station now. Man, why they always be coming after the Lord? Guys, look, I ain't got nothing. I'm clean, I swear. Well, this is like the 80th time today. Don't worry, guys. I got the plan. I got the solution. Always, always, always run. Let's go. Alright, now let's go. So, first things first, we're gonna jet it, we're gonna throw it, and then we're gonna throw it real quick. So I got a specific trick to this, guys. Watch. So go ahead and throw it. There we go. Now we're rolling at what is, I don't even know. Anywho, we out, we good, cops gone, let's continue. I made it to the space station after getting chased by two different cops. Well, one didn't really chase us, we told him we didn't have anything, he believed us. Deflector cargo scan tool coming in clutch. So we're going to be buying from ship vendors today, but in order to make it work the best, I traveled through Starship to the space station. That usually is the best bet. It's a little bit fun. I get to run from some space polices. I like to run from the space police. I'm sorry, guys, don't run from the real police, but the space police, forget them. They don't even like Nip Nip. What the heck? Who's got a problem with Nip Nip in 2023? The space police, the only ones. Anyway, so as you can see here, I'm gonna go ahead and explain something here. Sodium and oxygen would normally not be for sale here. This is something I need to go ahead and explain to you because the Nip Nip Lord has a custom set of settings. This means that my survival elements have been turned up to what is normal survival difficulty, full survival element damage. My survival difficulty is challenging. Natural resources have been left at standard because I need as many as I can get because I'm turning an entire planet into a city. Niptopia is a planet-based city build. Gonna take months, probably even years. I don't know. We got plenty of time. As a matter of fact, we got all the time in the galaxy. But anyway, as you can see here, I've left scanner recharging alone. Damage levels have been turned up to challenging. Technology damage is turned up to challenging, and if I die, I lose all my stuff, and I did that yesterday. My entire exosuit inventory wiped. I keep everything except for my exosuit inventory, but I always have good stuff in my exosuit inventory because I'm the Nip Nip Lord, and we are millionaires over here, soon to be billionaires, working on it, you know. Anyway, so I left fuel usage alone for now. I debate on turning it to expensive. Crafting is standard, purchases are set to expensive, and goods availability is set to abundant. If you're a normal new player, I recommend leaving this at standard just because there are some resources that you will not normally be able to purchase. One of those includes O2 as well as sodium. Due to this setting, I am able to purchase oxygen and O2 oxygen and sodium from this vendor. We need oxygen and I can always use some sodium. We're gonna go ahead and buy that. Magno gold, okay, we'll go ahead and buy that. That is going to convert purely into gold. We're going to be using a refiner today, so we're gonna need that. I always buy as much cobalt as I can. I'm gonna go ahead and switch to my Starship's inventory because it is my raw material Starship. This is super convenient when you have a raw material Starship because you can just switch to the inventory of it when buying anything at the space station, even if it turns out to be from a vendor. If you're wondering why I did the thing I have to run through a refiner to put in the storage inventory, it's just that. I don't want to put anything in here that I'm not going to be getting, you know, good stuff out of. So like Magno Gold takes up a ton of storage and it smelts down into not even a full stack of gold, I don't think, from 80 magno gold. It might be a full stack of gold, but regardless, just running that through my refiner factory I have going on my freighter, which is also a nanites factory. It's a lot of factories in one, guys. It's wonderful. You need a freighter factory build going on. But anyway, we're gonna go ahead and talk to this guy. We're gonna see what all he has. So I did notice I actually do need some ion batteries for some building things, and since we're building a city, we're gonna go ahead and see, I want to, but I don't have any storage space right now, and we're not dealing with that. So switch to the Starship inventory. We're just gonna go ahead and buy out some more materials. You do see dirty bronze there. I have plenty of the material that gives. It's either silver or it is gold. One of the two. It might even just be gold, and if it's gold, I could probably use it, but that's okay. There's some gold right here. Ammonia is normally in here. Once again, the only thing you're not gonna really be seeing if you're on the standard difficulty is going to be sodium or oxygen. However, since this makes my life very, very simple when it comes to finding resources to build an entire planet-based city, I really don't mind, and I have turned up my expenses all the way to maximum, so everything costs more for me. Being a millionaire, nip lord, you kind of got to figure out ways of spending all your dough, and one of those ways is setting your settings higher, allowing you to buy more resources while also charging you more per resource. Like, this is 9 million credits for 111 dirty bronze, guys. Like, I'm be paying the prices that I deserve to be paying for having sodium available to me in this here window, guys. But we are going to just be doing a little bit of shopping here. I'll cover a couple things I'm doing here. My shopping list includes what is ferrite dust. I know I need pure ferrite, and I need a bunch of magnetized ferrite. Since I have a solution to getting magnetized ferrite, my only focus here so far has been to get the ferrite. I also need stardust. I'm going to be covering how to get stardust in this video. That way we can get all our decorations built, and that way y'all can get some decorations built as well. I might even go do a salvage data farm real quick just to unlock some more decorations. As a reminder, I am using about 5% of the build system's current unlocked decorations, items, and such, so there is tons of things to be added to my own personal building inventory, and as such, I do need to be getting those unlocked. Luckily, I have an end-game salvage data farm that uses the settlement and reloading your restore point over and over to collect what is up to, I do believe, actually probably a 20 stack probably even just a really quick 20 stack of salvage data per reload. Up to, of course, because it depends on the number of markets you have in your settlement. However, if you haven't seen that video, it is linked down below. It is a super fire video, guys. It is so helpful, so much better than any other salvage data farm method. The only thing is you got to be in game, and you're gonna need some upgrades going on your stuff. So real quickly, how to get stardust, since we are getting farther into this video. Guys, finally at the system of choice and the space station of choice right here. Star silk hourglass shape on the system icon. That's all you need to know. Any system with an hourglass shaped icon will work. I do believe it's only available in green systems, but an hourglass shaped space station icon / system icon is what you're going to be looking for in order to find this star silk. Now, I'm not thinking it's actually going to be for sale by any of the vendors here. However, due to the fact that we might just be needing a little bit of resources from some of these guys, we're going to go ahead and see what they are also selling at the Starship vendors in this galaxy. Like I said, hourglass-shaped galaxy, that's all you need to know. That will get you right to where you need to go. Once again, oxygen and sodium will probably not be here for you unless you have set the setting I showed you at the beginning of the video. If you have that setting set, you will now start seeing sodium-based items as well as oxygen and sodium. I think some galaxies may even start offering some of the three planetary materials. Actually, I don't think those are available no matter what setting you're set in. So really, it's not that big a deal to change this setting, provided you also increase the price per item, because oxygen and sodium don't need to be something you gather from the ground or from the plant every time. I know it's the traditional way, however, one setting away and you don't have to deal with that anymore. If this was S-Class / if I really felt like it, I would buy it and make it S-Class, because it's green and it's a hauler, and haulers are the best for storage inventory based ships. I learned this after building my storage based inventory. I do have plans on buying a full fleet of haulers soon enough to fit all of my storage inventory needs in. However, that is not today. The next thing we're actually going to do, now that we've gathered all the materials materials we need from the shopping list, being ferrite, stardust, and now we're just going to start working on magnetized ferrite. The solution for this for me is to load up to my freighter. However, you will just need to be finding yourself a refiner right now. I will see you when we're back in the factory, which should be very shortly because my entire freighter is linked up to the built-in portal system as well as short-based range teleporters that are a building item in the building section of my building section. So here we go. Alright guys, just want to go ahead and show you how my portals work in my factory. This will take me to my main deck. Green stairs is going to be the building area. Right here, I got all the storage container things up here so I can access my entire Nip vault from here. All my farms are taking up the names of everything. So the Lost City of Nip has its own box. Actually, I think the rest of the boxes are going to be for the Lost City of Nip. Just telling you that now. Anywho, we are now in the freighter factory. We're gonna go ahead and begin on some smelting recipes. I'm not sure if I have any of the material I need on this ship. However, if I don't, indium, but I need activated indium. So this first recipe is going to be a recipe for, is that activated? Yes, it is. That is exactly what we need. So we need activated indium. It's on our starship inventory. So we're gonna go ahead and click here. I always go ahead and select the inventory of the stuff that I'm looking for first on there just to get through it as quickly as possible. Now we're just gonna keep going down until we find our activated indium. Select our activated indium, open it again, go back to just our exosuit, ferrite dust, smack it in there. We're gonna go ahead and split that because I want to keep some of that. I need to buy more ferrite dust, it does seem. I'm also going to go ahead and start checking the freighter. That is creating magnetized ferrite. I do already have some pure ferrite, so I'm not going to be doing this. However, if you take magnetized ferrite and you stick it in a refiner, it will give you double back of what is pure ferrite. So as you've seen there, I showed you how to obtain ferrite. I showed you what to put with it to make a ton of magnetized ferrite, being just activated indium. You will need some activated indium. I'm going to go ahead and put a glyph on screen now for some farm base that has some activated indium. Machinery things, I don't mess with that side of the game right now. I will eventually, but not in this current instance. Right now we're the Gek Lord. We gotta grow some Nip. We gotta make 1 billion credits off Nip in one day. You know how it is, guys. Gotta get rich or die trying. So as you can see here, this is our base portal. I don't actually need this. I don't know why I'm showing it to you. I don't really sleep very much. I'm the Gek Lord. I got stuff to get done. This is in the same system as the galaxy that we're at, so we'll be able to purchase the same things available in that system on our freighter. Unfortunately, the vendor on my freighter is nowhere near as good as the vendors at the space station. However, due to the fact that I also have a portal, something I highly suggest for you to unlock in your freighter, I am able to go back to that space station. However, one of my favorite things about the freighter is the fact that rusted metal is for sale here. This can be converted straight to ferrite. Let me go ahead and show you this. If you have a bunch of this stuff laying around, this can actually get you a ton of ferrite going on. So we're actually going to see, maybe we do, tainted metal's different, that'll give you nanites. Carbon, let's go ahead and cover a quick carbon thing. Gamma root can be smelted down into what is carbon. I have a large scale facium and carbon farm going on my point glyph space. Do visit my Nip system. I'm building all sorts of resource spaces there. More resource farms are coming, guys. I want to get as many of those built as possible because I want people to have as many of the resources they need to be building these crazy things without sitting there and getting super duper exhausted trying to get all the materials the old-fashioned way when you can just be buying your stuff and focus on making more credits. That's the best way to do it. Always get some credit farm of some sort going on. Even if you're not growing Nip, there's tons of ways of making earnings in this game. I just happen to be the Nip Lord, so you know. Alright, and we finally got our rusted metal, and we're gonna just take this gamma root out because I have a ton of carbon already, guys. I have a giant gamma root farm and facing farm linked below, guys. But as you can see here, this is going to be the easiest way of getting ferrite outside of buying it. We are going to smelt all the rusted metal we got. I will be continuing to buy ferrite. This is all we have time for in this resource buying guide. I will be doing a part 2 to this. That part 2 will be obtaining the items that you can't necessarily ever buy. However, they are wonderful, wonderful, much needed items that you will be wanting to obtain, and I will be showing that in the next video that'll cover all sorts of things. This has been the Gek Lord. Go ahead and leave a like on the video if you did enjoy it, and keep it beast mode. I am out. See yas.